Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Alright, this video I'm going to cover the mid-game runes, which ones are good and worth using that can get you through Nightmare and Hell difficulty that are still relatively easy to access. And when I say mid-game rune, I am referring to runes typically that basically only need an ist or lower. I added one or two rune words that require a goal rune. And the reason for that is that you can cube 2 ist runes and a normal amethyst. 2 ist runes and a regular sapphire into a goal rune. And the reason we're using ist as kind of the standard here is because Hell Countess can drop up to an ist rune from her extra, her special rune drop. So you can get an ist rune, up to an ist rune from Hell Countess with relative, when I say relative, I mean we're talking a few hundred runs compared to tens of thousands of runs for any rune after ist. And goal, you could cube a goal rune from ist runes still in under 1,000 runs potentially. So let's take a look at some of these. I'm just going to go through them in alphabetical order and kind of explain why I added them to this list. So here we go. Up first we have the rune word black, and that takes a Thol Io Nef rune, and it can be made from any 3-socketed club, hammer, or mace. And it gets 15% increased attack speed, 120% enhanced damage, 200 attack rating, 3 to 14 cold damage, 40% crushing blow, knockback, 10 vitality. Those are the main stats on here that are worth noting. So the cold damage is nice just because you can slow your enemies. But the main stat on here that's really good is the high chance of crushing blow, because that kills monsters by a percentage of their current HP. And also the runes requires a character level 35, and these runes are fairly easy to get. You should have these by the time you're in Nightmare or through Nightmare. Up next we have the Armour Duress, and it takes a Shale, and Thol rune in any 3-socketed body armor and requires a character level of 47. And this is good because it gives you 40% faster hit recovery, 10 to 20% enhanced damage, adds 37 to 133 cold damage, 15% chance crushing blow, 33% chance open wounds, 150 to 200% enhanced defense, and also a nice boost to all of your resists. So if you play a melee or ranged physical damage character, this is a pretty good armor that's not too difficult to get. It's got kind of all the offensive and defensive stats that you really need. Up next we have Edge, and this is a bow. Not so much that you will use it to kill monsters, but it is on here. It takes a Tyr, Tal, and rune. And the main thing with this is that it reduces all vendor prices by 15%. And that's noteworthy because this will also apply to your gambling costs. And gambling is very expensive, so a 15% price reduction is going to save you a lot of gold and give you a lot of extra gambles. And this will stack with the Geed's charm, unique charm that also gives you bonuses to gambling. So any 3-socketed bow, character level 25, Tyr, Tal, and rune. Up next we have the body armor Gloom. This takes a Foul, and Pull rune, and any 3-socketed body armor, character level required 47. So the main thing on here is the dim vision chance when struck, and also the resists, the defense, and faster hit recovery are very good. And dim vision is a curse that will make it so that the enemies can't really see you anymore. So they'll stand still or kind of just randomly move in a short distance, but typically will only fight back against melee characters. And this is a pretty easy, not too difficult armor to get. Up next we have Harmony. This is a bow rune word, takes a 4-socketed bow or crossbow, a tier ith soul and co rune, character level required 39, so it'll give you a vigor aura which makes you move quicker, 200 to 275% enhanced damage, bonus to minimum maximum damage, adds some elemental damage here, boost to your Valkyrie skill, and it should work. So it may let you use Valkyrie even if you're not an Amazon, because it does not say Amazon only skill. So that is good. The revive charges will let you resurrect monsters if that's something that you wanted to do. And up next we have Kingslayer, and this is one of the towards the higher end of this mid game rune word list, because it requires a goal rune and 2 other upper mid runes. Mal, so this is going to take a Mal, goal, and Foul rune, and it will work in any 4-socketed sword or axe. So in order to get this, you would, if you're farming Countess, you'll have to get a couple of Ist runes and then cube them into the goal rune. So this gives you 30% increased attack speed, 230 to 270% enhanced damage, minus 25% target defense, 20% bonus to attack rating, 30% chance of crushing blow, 50% chance of open wounds, prevent monster heal, plus 10 strength, and 40% extra gold from monsters. So this could be good on a gold find frenzy barb, and these crushing blow, open wounds, and prevent monster heal are all really good, and the 20% bonus to attack rating is also very good. So any 4-socketed sword or axe, character level 53. Up next we have the rune word Oath, and this will take a 4-socketed axe, mace, or sword, character level 59. The rune word is Shale, Pull, Mal, and Lum. Gives you, it's indestructible, so you can socket it into an ethereal item, which will increase its base damage. And it gives you a 30% chance to cast level 20 Bone Spirit on striking, which is extra magic damage, 50% increased attack speed, 210 to 340% enhanced damage, 75% extra damage to demons, 100 to attack rating against demons, prevent monster heal, and plus 10 to energy. Those stats aren't really that important though. Next we have Runeworld Obedience, and this will work in any 5-socketed polearm. Could be good for your mercenary if you want him to do a lot of extra damage and you don't need the aura from Insight for mana regeneration. This requires level 41, and the runes are Hell, Co, Thul, Eth, and Foul. Gives you a 30% chance to cast level 21 enchant when you kill an enemy, 40% faster hit recovery, 370% enhanced damage, minus 25% target defense, adds 3 to 14 cold damage, minus 25% to enemy fire resistance, 40% chance of crushing blow, 200 to 300 defense, 10 strength and dexterity, all resistances 20 plus 20 to 30, and requirements minus 20%. Next we have Passion, and this will work in any ranged and melee 4-socketed weapon. Character level required 43. Takes a Dole, Ort, Eld, and Limb rune. And this will give you 25% increased attack speed, 160 to 200%, 210% enhanced damage, 50 to 80% bonus to attack rating, plus 75% damage to undead, plus 50 to attack rating against undead, adds 1 to 50 lightning damage, plus 1 to berserk, and plus 1 to zeal, hit blinds target, plus 10, cause monster to flee 25%, 75% extra gold from monsters. So these plus the skills will work on other classes. So even if you're not a paladin or barbarian, you will gain access to berserk and zeal from this item, which could be good for certain builds. Next we have the runeword Prudence, and this is takes any 2-socketed body armor, character level required 49, takes a Mal and a Tier rune, and it will give you 25% faster hit recovery, 140 to 170% enhanced defense, all resists plus 25 to 35, and it repairs durability 1 in 4 seconds. So you could socket this into an ethereal item, and the auto repair will keep it from getting destroyed. So it could be a relatively cheap, effective way to get a lot of armor and a decent amount of resists. If basically you just need a Mal rune, because Tier is very easy to find. So more of a defensive armor here, but still could be solid depending on your build. Up next we have Rain, and this will take any 3-socketed body armor, character level 49, takes an Ort, Mal, and Ith rune. Gives you it's more of a druid armor here, but it will give you 5% chance to cast level 15 Cyclone armor when struck, 5% chance to cast level 10 Twister on striking, plus 2 to druid skills, plus 100 to 150 mana, resist lightning 30%, and 15% damage taken goes to mana. This would be really good on a werebear or werewolf druid, because it will give you the Twister, which stuns enemies, and the Cyclone armor when you're struck. So it's going to give you some extra offensive and defensive survivability options here. Next we have Smoke, and this is relatively easy to make. It just takes a Neph and a Lum rune, any 2-socketed body armor, and character level 37. The biggest thing with this is the plus 50 all resist. It'll also give you 20% faster hit recovery, 75% enhanced defense, extra defense versus missiles, and that's the main stats from this. Up next we have Runeword Stone, and this is somewhat popular armor for your mercenary, but it can also give you a huge defensive boost as well to your character. But you can put this in a ethereal item for your mercenary, since it won't lose durability, and it will make them very difficult to hit for monsters. So it'll take any 4-socketed body armor and character level 47, a Shale, Pull, and Lum rune. Gives you 60% faster hit recovery, 250 to 290% enhanced defense, 300 defense versus missile, plus 16 strength, vitality, energy, all resist plus 15. Up next we have Runeword Treachery, and this is another 3-socketed body armor, character level required 43. It takes a Shale, Full, and Limb rune. It's kind of an offensive assassin armor, but also the Fade, the chance to cast level 15 Fade when struck, is very good, and the increased attack speed and hit recovery is also really good. And so what Fade does is it gives you a passive boost to resists, physical resistance, and as well as reduces the curse time. So at level 15, it takes 79% off curse time, extra 60% to all resists, and a 15% physical resistance, and it lasts for 288 seconds. Up next we have Runeword Wealth, and that is going to take a Limb, Co, and Tier Rune in that order on a 3-socketed body armor, character level 43. The main thing with this is 300% extra gold find, 100% extra magic find. So it could be good on a gold find barbarian if you're just running through lower level areas farming gold for gambling. And the extra magic find is also good. And lastly, we have White, which is very easy to get. Dull IO rune is all that's required, and a 2-socketed Necro wand. And it will keep the inherent plus skill bonuses that are already on the wand, so you could get a lot of extra skill levels to your bone skills. This is very good for a bone necro. It gives you +3 to poison and bone skills, 20% faster cast rate, +2 to bone spear, +4 to skeleton mastery, +3 to bone armor, 10 vitality, and 13 mana. Alright, and that's going to wrap up this video on the mid-game Runewords. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and remember to give them the D.